I'm actually here with author Gary Richardson, and he is going to tell us about his book. So, Gary, can you tell us about the book, The Ascension Legacy?
Uh, well, without giving too much away, it's really an epic story revolving around a young elf named Riorik and his friends. Um, Riorik was subjected to a life of shame for something that his father was accused of. And he sets out on this life-changing mission to uncover the truth because there are certain details of what his father was accused of doing that just don't sit right with him. Um, and it's really a story of discovery, adventure, and friendship that kind of has, I guess you could say, different aspects of conflict, social acceptance, and things like that sprinkled in along the way. I mean, it really kind of covers the gamut of experiences.
That's amazing. It sounds like it covers a lot, like every facet of life. That's amazing. So, can you tell me what inspired you to write this book?
Uh, that's a bit of an odd background, honestly. I spent a few years working in video games back in the 90s. I mean, I'm old school video games. And back then, there was a concept of people developing game ideas and pitching them. You could actually, put together concepts and go to different developing houses and things like that and hand them your concepts and try and get them to make your game. This originally started out as a concept I wanted to put together for a video game. But after I left the video game industry, the information just kind of sat there stagnant for several years. And then as my kids got a little older, I started kind of talking with them about some of the different ideas that we had back in the 90s when we were doing video game stuff. And, oh, that sounds cool. You should do something with that. So my kids kind of inspired me to take what I had and mature it a little bit. And the more I worked with it, the more it just really evolved into this book, and then along with it the rest of the series.
That's incredible. So it sounds like it was kind of a family idea that kind of came together. So
It really was.
That's great. So let me ask you this: how long have you been an author?
Ooh. In my mind, I didn't really consider myself an author until I saw this book available on Amazon for the first time. Before actually seeing it on, yes, it's an amazing feeling. But before then, I just always kind of looked at myself and thought of myself more as someone that had a desire. I wanted to get this done. I wanted to get it written. I wanted to see if I could get it published. But until it actually was there and for sale, I just didn't really see it as a truth.
That's amazing, but it's a truth now. So that's
absolutely. There's no denying it anymore.
That's right. That's right. So let me ask you this: how was your experience publishing with Newman Springs?
It was actually really good. Before getting involved with Newman Springs last March, I mean, we've been at this now for about a year and a half getting this book out, and we've actually already started the process for the second book in this series. But before getting involved with Newman Springs last year, I did a lot of research trying to figure out what formatting standards there needed to be, what publishing standards there were, what kind of editing services were out there. And really, I was overwhelmed with just the amount of stuff that if I was looking to do it as an individual, I would have to go through, and the cost involved with that. So when Newman Springs came along and I started talking with you guys, and these are the services that we offer, and this is the process and how fast things can get done, I was blown away. I mean, it was way better than anything I'd found trying to figure it out for myself. So having someone there that knew all of that information and could help get me there just made things so much easier for me, and I'm very glad that I found Newman Springs and Newman Springs found me.
Well, I know that you have been amazing to work with, for our company. And so thank you for, being a part of our Newman Springs family. We thank you for letting me interview you today, and about to be a twice published author. That's pretty exciting. So
Yes, ma'am.
keep us posted. Let's keep in touch, and let's do an interview again soon whenever your second book is coming out, and we'll catch up then. And thank you for your time today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
You do the same, Stacy. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Bye.